What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully, you guys having a good day so far. In today's video, we're going to be talking about this brand new Soul Chase tournament that just popped in game a couple hours ago and how I am approaching this tournament. Now, if we hop into this Soul Chase tournament, we can kind of see the general rewards here are pretty much the same as they usually are. 675 for the Void Shard is very standard, and then 1030 for the Prism Crystal here is very standard. Now, this Prism Crystal, effectively it's a Sacred Shard that doesn't have a Mercy or anything like that. But I would say this Soul Chase tournament is total bait, guys. So definitely avoid it if you can, because there is no boost right now on any of the souls. So any of the soul stones, there's no boost. You're not going to get higher quality pulls out of them, which makes each one of these points much harder to obtain. So even though a Void Shard, a Prism Shard, books, legendary books and stuff, they're pretty juicy rewards. It's not going to be easy to obtain these points to get these rewards. The variance from Soulstones is incredibly high. As you can clearly see here, you can get 70 points for a 6-star rare or 1 point for a 1-star rare. And then mythicals, mythical souls are even crazier. But the odds of getting any of these higher level souls with higher rarity is extremely, extremely difficult. So like I said, I'm 100% skipping this event. There's no reason to pull a single soul stone for any of these low tier rewards because these are just rewards that you pick up while farming the game, energy, gems, and epic books. Now, what I will say is that the timing of this Soul Chase event is interesting and beneficial for players actually participating in the Ember Titan event. So if you guys are going for the Ember Soul, this Soul Chase event directly benefits you if you follow the tips that I gave you guys in a couple episodes or videos ago. So you can see here, I've saved my 1-star Empress and I saved my 3-star Empress, which I will be getting today or tomorrow or whenever. But if you save these souls, you'll be able to pick up value for the 1-star mythical and 3-star mythical soul. And it's going to be able to give you a little bit of rewards towards this Soul Chase. So this is something you guys need to remember for the future, that collecting rewards, you guys should try to collect as late as possible, guys, because you never know when events will pop up where you can get value for those rewards. So in this case, we're getting credit for a 1-star mythical, which is 30 points, and a 3-star mythical, which is 80 points. So we'll be getting 110 points for doing nothing. Sorry, not nothing, but basically not clicking the red dots, which puts us 40 points short of this 150 gems. Now, 150 gems for 40 points, it seems very, very good. If you can get those 40 points without having to pull too many stones. So in this case, if you had, for example, like 10 or 20 mortal soul stones and you want to put that in just to get the 150 gems, it might actually be worth it for you because this is a good amount of resources, right? 150 gems. But at the very least, by saving the 1-star Empress and the 3-star Empress, you're going to pick up 300 energy there. So not bad just for playing a little bit more efficient. Now let's look at the Prism Soul pool here. Sorry, the Prism pool here. So this is another reason why I highly suggest just passing on this Prism Crystal here at 1030. The general Shadowkin pool is not too significant. I mean, you have Harima here, which is great. And then you have Mishinaki, which is amazing. Just a great generalist and a debuffer for like Hydra areas, good for waves and stuff. And then Harima is just generally a very strong champion. Yuki Masa, she's actually pretty good if you missed the fusion back in December. Everybody else, I mean, they have their roles, but they're not going to be, very sought after for the most part. I mean, Noble's, +1 for Ninja, for example. And then you have the headline champion here, Tetsuya, who's obviously a menace when you face him in hard faction war waves, but is mainly somebody that you might make a siege defense out of with the Shadowkin condition, but even then, it might not even fit. So personally speaking, I don't think this pool is super high value. So even if you were gunning for this Prism pull here, going for this pool is probably not the best use of your resources. Oh, and sorry, a quick comment here. Let's take a look at the player and play calendar. And I just wanted to say that the Soul Chase tournament will end before anybody will have the opportunity to pick up the 5-star Ember Soul. That would have been absolutely amazing if we could have double dipped collecting the 5-star Ember Soul with this Soul Chase tournament, because the Soul Chase tournament gives you 1,000 points for a 6-star, 1,500 points for a 6-star mythical. And that would have been absolutely amazing because 1,500 points would have netted us, all the way up to this legendary book. Unfortunately, the Titan event, or not Titan event, the Soul Chase tournament will end before anybody will have the ability to pick up enough points for the 5-star Ember Soul. So the best we can get is 110 points. So like I said, guys, if you guys are working towards the Ember Soul, at least, pick up the 3-star soul. You guys can get a little bit of value, 300 energy. If you guys want to pull a little bit of Mortal Soul Stones just to, cap yourself up, try to get the 150 gems, I think that's probably okay. Mortal Soul Stones generally have pretty low value, and if you're going to get some additional gems to help you guys out with these ridiculously expensive gear hunter events, then go for it. But if you're not going for Ember's Soul, if you have no Ember's Soul saved, I would probably just sit pat, save your Mortal Soul Stones, save your Soul Stones in general, and just wait for something else. We just had a 2x boost on the Mortal Soul Stones and the Immortal Soul Stones, so I can't imagine a lot of you guys having a lot. And if you guys saved through that event, the 2x event for the Mortal and Immortal event, then you guys are probably going to Diamond Hands and save through this event, which doesn't offer you too much, especially in the lower range in terms of rewards. Now, something else you guys could do as well in game, if you guys don't have the Ember Souls, for example, you guys can actually look towards areas that can give you guys souls. For example, the Soul Merchant, you guys can buy souls to get points towards those Soul Chase tournament. So if you got lucky, for example, and get a soul that's worth buying, you can buy it, get some additional points there. Now, another place where you can actually get a soul from that a lot of people probably don't remember is actually from Curse City. So from this chest, this Curse chest here, you have the opportunity to pick up the soul for Carnage. So, Carnage being a mythical, if you get any soul for Carnage, is going to be worth a decent amount of points. So if you guys are close to the 100 points for this cursed chest, definitely work towards it. Try to get it within, the duration of that Soul Chase tournament. I think Curse City will end. Yeah, Curse City will end in 2 days. So definitely try your best to try to get your cursed chest because there's always an opportunity to get the Carnage soul. But that only occurs if you have Carnage already. So it's probably, more of a late game strategy, but just a reminder for you guys to keep an eye out for this cursed chest, since it could give you some value with the soul. And also that applies for CVC and stuff like that. So for example, if you're pulling that chest during CVC, you could pull, a soul for Carnage and get a lot of credit for it, right? In terms of overall resources for myself, I don't have a lot because I pulled all my Mortal and Immortal Soul Stones for the most recent 2x boosted event. I do have plenty of Immortal Soul Stone materials, so I'm not too bothered by it. I can make 69 if I want. And then Mortal Soul Stones, we're just slowly building it up from our Hydra chests and just regular events and our regular Iron Twins farming. So we're going to sit pretty pat here and not participate too much in this Soul Chase event. Anyways, guys, just a little bit of a tip there for you guys, especially with the Empress Souls, saving rewards until the last moment. It's just generally good habit in this game if you want to maximize rewards. It doesn't work all the time, but when it does, it's pretty nice. Just get a little bit of extra for your trouble. Keep an eye out for the Soul Merchant, any usable souls to pick up, and then work towards your hard chest in Cintranos, just in case you get a Carnage soul out of that. Or just, close your eyes, go take a little break for a couple of days. Don't even worry about this Soul Chase event. Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully it was informative. Hopefully it helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Appreciate you guys watching until the end. Don't miss this giveaway here. I'm going to put the video right here. Make sure you guys hop on by, join the giveaway. There's going to be 5 winners. Make sure you guys click that video and check it out. Thanks for watching until the end. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.